This
right?
conference will
Right?
now be recorded.
Hello? Am I audible?
Yes, Priyanka.
So each day class will be uploaded, right? Post the class.
Yes, each and every day class will be recorded and uploaded.
Actually, I was not able to see the yesterday's class. So that's the reason I'm asking this question.
Yeah, they will upload today, ma'am. Maybe due to some network issues, or maybe they're not available. They are not available. I'm not sure. Let me check with them, Priyanka. Okay. Only to yesterday's, or only yesterday's class, or the previous classes as well, Priyanka? Priyanka, I'm unable to hear you. Jana, are you able to hear Priyanka's voice? Hello? Surendra, are you able to hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
But what about Priyanka? Priyanka, are you saying anything? Priyanka, are you able to hear me? Priyanka, Janardhan?
Yes, Himaya, I'm able to hear. I just lost the internet. I reconnected.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes. Only yesterday's class is not available in the drive, ma?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So I'll check with them. Sometimes it may get like, maybe they are having some issues, some cloud issues kind of thing. I'll check with them and I'll let you know, ma. Okay?
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, no issues. So are you able to see my screen, guys? Yes. So today's topic is very important for 2 to 3 years people. They'll ask how to write a loops, and how to execute loops from 1 to 100 numbers, or 100 to 1 numbers, or 1 to. So I have a loop from 1 to 50, but I want to execute till 25 numbers only. I don't want to print the another 25 numbers. So how to write the code, and how to write a code to print only 1 to 25 numbers. So these type of questions, so they will ask in the interview, guys. So we'll discuss all the interview programs and all the interview questions today. So first of all, what is a loop? So loops are used to execute a set of statements, to iterate a set of statements continuously until the condition is satisfied. Yes, until the condition is satisfied. Loops are used to execute a set of a statement, or loops are used to execute a set of statements, or to iterate. Let me change one. Execute or use iterate. Instead of execute, use iterate. Loops are used to iterate set of a statements continuously until the condition is satisfied. Continuously until the condition is satisfied. So here, any loop, you can take any loop. You can take for loop, for each loop, or while loop, do while loop, whatever it may be. Each and every loop is used to execute a block of statements, a set of statements continuously, one by one, until the respective condition is satisfied, until the condition is satisfied. So you can take any loop, guys. So whatever it may be, each and everything will execute based on the iteration. So based on the block of the code. In Java, so we have four types of loops are there. Ma. So we have a for loop, ma, and we have a for each loop. For each loop is the extension of for loop, guys. And we have while loop, ma, and we have a do while loop. So while loop is there, and the final one is a do while loop is there, ma. And in our today's class, apart from this, we are going to discuss about two keywords, ma. Yesterday we had discussed about a keyword in switch condition, right? What is the keyword we have used in our yesterday's class, Priyanka?
Sorry, I did not listen yesterday class due to the recording
Okay.
and all.
Yes, yes, no issues. Yesterday we have discussed about switch condition, switch condition. We have discussed about in the switch conditions. We have used break keyword, right? No? Break keyword we have used yesterday. And in our today's class also, I'll show you what is a break keyword and how to use a break keyword, each and everything. So loop, what is a loop? A loop is a block of code, and the loops are used to execute a set of statements continuously until the respective condition, until the condition is satisfied. And in Java, we have four types of loops are there, ma. For loop, for each loop. For each loop is the extension of for loop, guys. And before Java 5, there is no for loop in Java, for each loop in Java. But in Java 5, they introduced for each loop. And I show you why, what is the difference between for loop and for each loop, and at which conditions, at what conditions we use for loop and for each loop, and each and everything. So loops are used to execute a block of code continuously until the respective condition are satisfied. So if you have any questions as of now, you can ask, guys. Any questions? Jana, Priyanka, Vijayan?
No.
Okay. The first one is a for loop. For loop. The first one is for loop. So what is a for loop? Any loop. Any loop. What is for loop? For loop is also a loop which is also used a set of statements continuously if until each and every condition is satisfied. So the definition is common for each and everything. The definition is common for each and everything. But so what? Why we use a for loop? For loop, if you want to execute arrays, or if you want to execute a string of arrays. So if you want to execute arrays or a string of arrays, or if you want to execute a numbers from one number to another number, so at the time we can use for loops. So you can execute numbers or arrays or collections using for loop. Collections using for loop. So you can execute anything you can execute, whether it may be a number, or whether it may be array, whether it may be a string array, whether it may be collections, whatever it may be, you can execute anything. You can iterate each and everything using for loop. So here the syntax of for loop is, so we need to use a keyword called for. In this for, we need to open and close using circle braces, and here we have three parts. In a for loop, we have three different parts or sections, we can say. The first section is initialization. Yes, the first section is initialization. We need to initialize a variable. We need to initialize, or we need to declare a variable here. Later on, we need to provide the condition. Later on, we need to provide the condition. From which number to which number? From where to where we need to execute? From which point to which point we need to execute? And later on, we need to use either decrement or increment. So if you want to execute from 0 to 10, we need to use increment operator, or if you want to execute from 10 to 0, you should use decrement operator. You should use a decrement operator. See here, guys. So this is a for loop. So here it is a block of statement. It is a block of statement. Here, once the condition So once the condition is satisfied, then it will go to the block of the statement. So this is the block of the statements. It will go to the block of statement. It will go to block or a set of statements. So here, what we need to provide, we should provide the increment operator and we should provide the condition and initialization. And mostly initialization will start with int I equal to 0 only. So int I equal to 0 only. It's based on your functionality. Sometimes your web element will start with one number. At that time, you need to provide one. Otherwise, 99.9% initialization will start with int I equal to 0. You can take I alphabet or J alphabet or K alphabet, whatever it may be. But mostly in the real time, we use for int I equal to 0. So for int I equal to 0, and the condition is depends, guys, from which point to which point you need to execute and you need to provide the condition. I'll show you each and everything in the coding part so that you can easily understand. I'm copying the syntax, guys, and I'm opening the project. Now I'm going to create one package here. I'm going to create one package here, guys. My package name is loops. And I'm going to create a class called for loop example. So for loop example, guys, let me close other classes. So let me add the syntax here. So this is my syntax. And observe carefully, guys. This is my syntax. Now I am going to execute numbers first of all, and I'll show you how to execute arrays as well. So first of all, I have a number. So I int a equal to 20. So int a equal to 20. So I have initialized. So I have initialized a number. So see here, guys, int a equal to int number equal to 20. Now I am going to use a for loop. So how to use for loop, Vijay Lakshmi? So for that one, what we need to do, how to use for loop, Vijay? We need to use a keyword called for, right? In the for, we need to open and close the circle braces and we need to initialize. The initialization, from which number to which number we need to initialize. So here, our number is 20, right? What I'm going to do, I'm going to start from 0. I'm going to start from 0 and we need to provide the condition. And condition is I need to execute till 20 numbers. Till 20 numbers only. I equal to 0 to I less than or equal to 20. So I less than or equal to not 20, I'm providing the number here. So I less than or equal to number. So I less than or equal to number, that means from 0 to number we are executing, right? So I'm using I plus plus. So because I'm executing from low number to higher number, from less number to higher number, right? So that is the reason. Lower number to higher number. If you are using lower number to higher number, you should use increment operator. So I plus plus. I plus plus is nothing but post increment. So increment operator I am using here. Later on simply I'm printing. So later on simply I'm printing I value here. So simply I'm printing the I value here. And let me show you guys. Let me show you. We have already discussed the same in our previous arrays concept as well. No? For loop we have used there as well. So see here, guys, what is the value of I, Priyanka?
It's 0.
0.
It's 0, right? So here we are using I plus plus. So I plus plus we are using. So first of all, I plus plus, what is I plus plus? I means 0. So plus plus means plus 1. So here we are using a post increment. That means it will increment after this line. So post increment means it will not increment one automatically. So it will print after one line execution. So but if you use plus plus I, if you use plus plus I, what it will do? It will increment one before the next line iteration. Before the next line iteration, it will execute. So it will add one number to our I value. I'll show you that one as well. And what is the value of I now, Priyanka?
Right.
1, right?
Yeah.
So like that it will execute till 20 numbers. So see, like that it will execute till 20 numbers. So are you able to see any number after 20 ma?
No.
No, right? So because we have given that particular condition. So here we have given the particular condition. We need to execute the values till number 20 only. Less than or equal to 20 only it will print. See, I'll show you the next one. Let me open. Yeah, let me show you the next one as well. So I have used post increment, right? Let me show you the pre increment. So let me show you the pre increment, guys. So this is a post increment. I plus plus is post increment. Let me show you pre increment. So pre increment means plus plus I. So plus plus I, what it will do? Plus plus I means it will add automatically. It will add 1 to the respective 0 automatically. I value is 0, right? 0 automatically. Let me execute. See here, ma, are you able to see 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 till 20? Are you able to see, guys? So plus plus means it will print before, it will add before I plus plus. So I plus plus means it will add to the next iteration. Plus plus I means it will add to the current iteration. So let me show you clearly, ma. Let me show you clearly, guys. So here I have int number 2020, right? So system.out.println number of plus plus. Let me show you clearly so that you can easily understand the pre and post increment. This is the pre increment. Above one is the post increment. Above one is the post increment. What is the value of pre increment? You confused, right? Let me show you clearly. So let me show you clearly in the debug mode, guys. Debug as Java application. Are you able to see, ma? What is the value of I before increment, before post increment? What is the value of number? It's 20, right?
20.
So here see 20. So now what we are doing, we are incrementing plus 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 means it will print the number, then it will increment plus 1 value. It will increment plus 1 value. So what is the value of number here, ma?
21.
So now we are using pre-increment. Pre-increment means it should add 1 to the respective number. That means it will print 1 plus 21 value equal to 28. Are you able to see, guys? See here the difference is post increment means it will not increase the value in the current line, it will increase the value from the coming lines. But pre increment means it will increase the value from the current line itself. Understand? Priyanka, Jana, Vijaya, any questions in the pre increment and post increment?
No.
Madam, once you repeat.
Yes. So post increment, in the post increment, it will not add 1 plus is nothing but plus 1. It will not add plus 1 number to the current step. It will add from the next step onwards. It will print the current number and from next line onwards it will add plus 1. But pre-increment plus number means it will add the one to this particular number. 1 plus number. 1 plus number. What is the value of number? 20. 1 plus number equal to 21. It will print from the current line itself. From the current line itself. Understand? No?
Yes.
Still confusing?
మేడం పైన కూడా నెంబర్ ప్లస్ ప్లస్ అంటే నెంబర్ కి 1 + 1 యాడ్ చేయాలి. సో అక్కడ కూడా నెంబర్ మన నెంబర్ 20 కదా.
ఇక్కడ ఏంటంటే అమ్మ నెంబర్ ప్లస్ ప్లస్ యాడ్ చేసినప్పుడు ఇలా పోస్ట్ ఇంక్రిమెంట్ ఉంటే ఈ లైన్ కి అవన్నీ యాడ్ అవ్వదు. అర్థమవుతుందా? ఈ లైన్ కి యాడ్ అవ్వదు. ఈ లైన్ ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ అయిన తర్వాత వన్ యాడ్ అవుతుంది.
ఓకే.
బట్ ప్లస్ ప్లస్ నెంబర్ ప్రీ ఇంక్రిమెంట్ ఏంటంటే 1 ఫస్ట్ ఈ నెంబర్ కి యాడ్ అయిన తర్వాత ప్రింట్ అవుతుంది అవుట్పుట్.
Okay.
That is the difference, guys. And let me show you the descending order. So descending order, so I am using I minus minus here, and I am executing from number onwards. From 20 to 0 I am going to execute. And see here guys, so here I am using, so first of all I am taking the number. What is the number? 20, right? 20 is greater than or equal to 0. Yes, our 20 is greater than or equal to 0. I am using decrement operator, means I am using decrement. I minus minus means 20 minus 1. Each and every iteration it will minus one number. 20 minus 1, again 19 minus 1. Like that it will print from 20 to 0. Like that it will print from 20 to 0. Are you able to see guys? So from 22, why 22? Because we have increased the number value here using pre-increment and post-increment. So that is the reason from 22 to, so from 20 to 0 it is executed descending order. So previously we have printed the values in the ascending order, right? But now we executed the values in descending order. Ascending order, so ascending order లో మీరు ప్రింట్ చేస్తుంటే you need to use either pre-increment or post-increment. But if you want to print the values in a descending order, you should use a pre-decrement or post-decrement. Instead of plus plus, you need to use a minus minus. Instead of plus plus, you need to use a minus minus. So for loop can be used to execute what ma? To execute numbers, as well as we can execute arrays, right? Let me show you how to use it in array. So I am taking integer array here, ma. Integer array here. Observe carefully, guys. So I have some values. See here, 67, 45, something I have here. I have two values here, no? 34. So like that I have some value. So now I am going to execute this for loop using arrays. Now how to execute, guys? Same, we need to start from int I equal to 0 only, because array follows index order, right? I less than, here I am going to pass the length, int array dot length. So int array dot length method I am going to use here, and I will increment each and everything. Now I am going to print the integer array value. So integer array of I value. So I'm going to print int array of I. So what it will do, it will execute each and everything from here to here. So here array based on index, right? So array follows index order. So that is the reason I'm passing the index here. So integer array of I means 0. First of all, what is the value of int array of 0? So let me show you. So what is the value of int array of 0? See here, guys. So how many values we have in our integer array? How many values we have in our integer array? How many values we have, guys, in our
11.
integer array? 11 or 12?
Sorry, 12.
12.
12, right? So we have 12. So first of all, what is the value of I? I value is 0. What is the I value? 0th value of integer? It is 67, right? So it will print 1 by 1 till 78. Are you able to see? 67, 34, 2, 67, 3, 4, 2, 34, 1, 1, 1, 2, 78. Are you able to see, guys? Each and every number it will print. Each and every index value it will print. It will print the value based on the index. So here we have provided the index I value. So it will print 67, 34, 2, 67, 3, 4, 2, like that it will print. So you can use for loops either to execute numbers, or either to execute for like arrays. So even collections also we can use for loop. I'll show you in the collections concept for loops, because collections is entirely different topic. So if you have any questions as of now, you can ask, guys. Any questions as of now in the for loop? Vijaya, Priyanka, Jana? Okay. So now, now I explain what is break and continue. Then we'll move to for each one. Then we'll move to for each loop. So what is a break? A break is a keyword. So break is a keyword which is used to stop the iteration, to stop the execution or to stop the iteration. Break is a keyword which is used to stop the execution of a loop once the condition is satisfied. Once the condition is satisfied. That means once the condition is satisfied, it means, so what exactly it means? So it means, so if you want to execute numbers from 1 to 50, but you want to stop the execution once the number meets 20 or 25 or 30, at the time you can go for break. What break will do? Once the condition is satisfied, it will automatically terminate the execution of a loop. It will automatically terminate the execution of a loop. Guys, I show you that one in the code so that you can understand. See here, ma, I am removing everything from here to here. So, so here it will print from 0 to 20, right, guys? Right or wrong? Ma? Let me show you guys run as Java application. Let me show you first of all. So it is printing from 0 to 20 numbers and 67 to 78 numbers, right or wrong, ma? It is printing each and every line, right? But so what I am going to do, I am going to see here, guys. I am going to use if I equal to 7. If I equal to 7, I need to break the condition. I need to break the condition. That means it will print the values from 0 to 6 only. It will print the values from 0 to 6 only. Let me show you guys. Because we have used break. Break means if once the condition is satisfied, it will not execute the remaining things in the for loop. In the for loop, are you able to see the value of I, guys? What is the value of I? What is the value of I? 0. Now it is printing from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It is printing from the values from 0 to 6, right? Now our condition is satisfied. What is the value of I? I value is 7. It will automatically break the condition. It will automatically break the condition. So how many values are you seeing in the output, guys? 0 to 20 or 0 to 6? 0 to 6, because break keyword will terminate the loop execution. Will terminate the loop execution. If the condition is satisfied, it will terminate the loop execution, guys. Loop execution. So let me add the same here, ma. So let me add same here. See. So here, if I equal to, so here I am using if I equal to 34. If I equal to 34, so what I am going to do, I am breaking here. So I am breaking here. So how many values it will print? Only 67 value or 67 to 2 value? Only 67 value, right? Because our second index we have, yeah, in our second index we have 34, right? In our second index, 67, 34 to why it is printing all the values? If I equal to 34, it should break, right? Why it is executing all the values, guys? Because we need to provide integer of I mark. Because here I value is different. So if you want, let me show you guys. Debug as Java application. See here, what is the value of I? What is the value of I here, ma? 7, right? So that is the
7.
reason. What we should do? So we should use integer array of I equal to 34. Ma. Integer array of I equal to 34 at the time. So at the time it will print here. See here, ma. Let me terminate and let me execute, ma. Run as Java application. So how many values it executed in array, integer array, only one value, right? Only 67 it print, right? Right, ma? Right or wrong, guys? So, break keyword is used. Could you all please go to mute? I am getting so much noise. Yes. So break keyword is used to break the loop once the condition is satisfied. It will automatically terminate the loop. If it met the condition, it will automatically terminate the entire loop. It will terminate the entire loop. So if you have any questions as of now in the break, you can ask, guys. No questions?
మ్యామ్
Okay.
ఒకసారి
So
అది
let me
డిఫరెన్స్
go.
చెప్పరా అది హలో
చెప్తాను కంటిన్యూ చెప్పిన తర్వాత డిఫరెన్స్ చెప్తాను కంటిన్యూ చెప్పిన తర్వాత డిఫరెన్స్ చెప్తాను అప్పుడు అర్థమవుతుంది మీకు ఓకే సో హియర్ yes so here continue keyword so the continue is also a keyword that is used to stop the current iteration only to stop the current iteration only and it will execute the remaining lines in the for loop remaining lines or remaining conditions in the for loop so in the for loop it will only terminate the current iteration, guys. It will not terminate the entire loop. So if the condition is satisfied, if the condition is met, and if you are using continue statement there, it will not terminate the entire loop, guys. It will terminate the current iteration only. That means, so here it means, so here, so see here, I am using continue. It means, so here, I am executing a for loop. If my condition satisfied, if I met 7, what it will do? It will not print the 7 value. And before 7 value, it will print from 0 to 6. And it will print from 8 to 20. 8 to 20, guys. So let me show you. Debug as Java application. So let me show you, guys. So see here. So how many values, so it executed now, how many values it printed in the console, it is printing from 0 to 6, right? Now our condition is satisfied, right or wrong? Now our condition is satisfied. Now the value is 7. 7 equal to 7 of continue. See, are you able to see now? So now what is the value of I? The value of I is 8 because it skipped the respective iteration, guys. It continue only skips the respective iteration, remaining values it will print. See here, from 0 to 6 it will print. Later on, it skipped the respective condition. Later on, it executed from 8 to 20. Right, guys? Are you able to see? Are you able to understand? So what is the difference between continue and break? Break keyword, it will break for loop once the condition is satisfied. Break keyword, it will terminate the for loop once the condition is satisfied. But continue keyword, it will only skip the iteration. It will only skip the condition. So once the condition is met, it will only skip the respective condition. It will print the before values and it will print after values. So it will print before values and it will print after values as well. But break means break will terminate the entire loop. Continue will skip the respective iteration. So what is the condition you have used? It will only skip the respective condition and it will print the remaining code in the for loop. Remaining code or remaining conditions in the for loop. Understand, Priyanka?
Yes.
Do you want me to elaborate more, or what difference exactly you are asking? No? You are asking the difference between break and continue. What difference you have asked, Priyanka?
It's not me. Someone else asked.
Vijaya? Vijaya, are you there, ma?
ఎస్ మ్యామ్ ఎస్. అంటే ఇందాక మీరు చెప్పినప్పుడు 34 తో స్టాప్ అయింది, ఓన్లీ సింగిల్ నెంబర్ వచ్చింది, అదర్ దెన్ 2 వరకు వచ్చింది కదా, ఆ డిఫరెన్స్ అర్థం కాలేదు నాకు.
అదర్ దెన్ 2 వరకు వచ్చిందా? కంటిన్యూ గురించి అడుగుతున్నారా మీరు?
కంటిన్యూ కాదు మ్యామ్,
బ్రేక్ లో 2 రాలేదు కదా. 64 తర్వాత 67 తర్వాత 2 రాలేదు చూడండి.
ఓన్లీ 67. ఇంకొక కేసు కూడా చెప్పారు కదా మేడం, అంటే ఇంటిజర్ అరే అని టైప్ చేసి 34 మీరు ఇలా
ఇక్కడ ఏంటి అంటే ఇంటీజర్ అరే అంటే ఈ వాల్యూస్ తీసుకుంటుంది మా. మనం ఇంటీజర్ అరే కాకుండా ఐ తీసుకున్నాం అనుకో, ఐ ఈక్వల్ టు ఈ వాల్యూస్ తీసుకుంటుంది. 0 వాల్యూ 0 1 2 ఇంక్రిమెంట్ అవుతుంటాయి కదా, ఈ వాల్యూస్ తీసుకుంటారు. ఈ వాల్యూస్ లో ఎక్కడ మనకు 34 కౌంట్ లేదు కదమ్మా, అవునా? ఈ వాల్యూస్ లో 34 వాల్యూస్ మనం ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ చేస్తున్నామా? లేదు కదా, మన దగ్గర ఉండేది 12 వాల్యూస్ కదమ్మా, రైట్? ఇంతకుముందు కోడింగ్ మిస్టేక్ ఉంది మా, సో అందుకనేసి 2 అనేసి పడింది. ఇప్పుడు చూడండి, నేను కోడింగ్ మిస్టేక్ ఇప్పుడు ఐ ఈక్వల్ టు 34 ఇచ్చాను. ఐ అంటే ఏంటి? ఈ వాల్యూస్ చూడండి, ప్రతి ఒక్క వాల్యూ ప్రింట్ అయింది, 34 కూడా ప్రింట్ అయింది. గమనించారా? బికాస్ అవర్ కోడ్ ఈస్ డిఫరెంట్, అవర్ కోడ్ ఈస్ రాంగ్. బట్ నౌ నేను ఈ లోపల ఉన్న వాల్యూస్ వెరిఫై చేస్తున్నా. ఇంటీజర్ అరే ఆఫ్ ఐ 67 ఈక్వల్ టు 34, నో. అగైన్ 34 ఈక్వల్ టు 34, ఎస్. అంటే ఏంటి? బ్రేక్ అయిపోవాలి అక్కడికి, ఓన్లీ 67 మాత్రమే ప్రింట్ అవ్వాలి.
ఓకే,
అర్థమైందా?
అర్థమైంది.
వాట్ అబౌట్ ప్రియాంక అండ్ జన? Priyanka, are you comfortable with Telugu?
Yes, I'm comfortable.
Yes. And the next thing is for each loop. So on the next one is for each loop. It is similar to for loop. It is similar to for loop, guys. So here the difference between for loop and for each loop is you can only execute either arrays or collections using for each loop. You can't execute numbers. You can't execute numbers in for each loop because here we don't have initialization kind of thing. Here the syntax is entirely different. We can only use it for arrays. We can only use it for arrays. And let me show you the syntax. Here also for loop we have, and here we should provide. So here we need to provide variables. So here a data type and a variable name. So data type and variable name, and later you should use colon, and here you need to provide array variable or collection variable you need to provide. Either array variable or collection variable you need to provide. Later on it is also contains a block statement. It also contains a block statement. I'll show you clearly in the coding part what data type we need to take and what array variable we need to take. Everything I'll show you. Let me copy. First of all, before copying this one, let me create for each loop. Copy and for each loop. I'm copying this one, guys. I'm pasting here. So here you need to provide the set of statement. And for each loop we can't use it in numbers. For each loop we can't use in the numbers. We can only use in the arrays concept. We can only use in the arrays concept for each loop. So data type. Which data type we need to use? Which data type we need to use? So what data type that you have used while creating the array, the same data type we should use. The same data type we should use, and later on variable name. Variable name is your wish, guys. Variable name is your wish. You can add int value as well. You can use int value as well. Later on array variable or collection variable. Later on array variable you can take and you can print the array variable here. That's it. And later on print the variable name. Later on print the variable name and execute this. So and execute. See here, it is printing from 67 to 78. So here, the data type is the array data type, and later on variable name is your wish. Later on, you should pass the integer, array variable. Later on, here what it will do, it will pass entire values one by one, one by one. From here to this variable, you need to print the variable. That's it. You need to print the variable. That's it. In my perspective, for each loop is more easy, more better than for loop, because for each loop is faster. For each loop is much faster when compared to for loop. When compared to for loop, and for each loop is only used to execute loops. Is only used to execute loops. Remaining everything is same. So remaining everything is same. So here the data type, which data type you used while creating arrays, the same data type you should use here, and the variable name is your wish, and you should pass the variable array integer variable, and later on you can print using the variable here. You can print using the variable here. So like this, you need to use for each loop. If you want, you can use so you can use the breaks here as well. So break and continue, anything you can use here, guys. If value equal to, if value equal to 3, and I am breaking the loop. So here if value equal to 3, I am breaking the loop. Value means this one, 67, 34, 2. If it is satisfied, if it met 3, it will stop the execution. See here, 67, 34, 2 and 67. It will only print from here to here, or otherwise if you want to continue, you can use the same guys. It will split the 3 and it will execute from here to here and from here to here, and let me execute that one. Let me show you that one as well. Are you able to see? So it skipped the respective iteration in between 67 and 4. We have 3, it skipped the respective iteration. And we don't need to write the code again and again, guys. So we have shortcuts as well. For and control space more. So you can see the for loop and for each loop. So this is for loop, guys, and this is for each loop. But my recommendation is don't use static methods. So this is a static way, guys. Use a code by yourself. And you can easily learn the coding, right? So follow the syntax, based on the syntax, and write the code. So that can improve your knowledge, right, guys?
Yes.
Do you agree with me or not, Priyanka? Vijaya, Jana, right? Don't go for static ways. If you are convenient to write the code, and if you know how to write the code, at the time go for the static ones. But from the time onwards, use the dynamic ways only. Don't use static ways. If you use static ways, you can't learn coding, you can't improve your coding skills. So it is my suggestion, guys, practice as much as possible, so that you can gain more knowledge, you can gain more, you can think more about the coding, right? So how to use this one? Okay, data type, which data type we need to use? Okay, so do we have any combinations? Do we have? Can we use different data types apart from integers? Can we use strings? Apart from strings, can we use float? I mean float or characters. So think differently and don't use any static codes, guys. Don't use any static codes. Here, instead of arrays, you can take any data type. So you can take strings, or you can take float, character, double, boolean. You can take anything else. You can take anything. So this is nothing but for each loop. The main difference is for loop will be able to execute numbers, arrays, and collections, and it is little bit slower when compared to for each loop. For each loop, it is faster than for loop, and so here it will only execute either arrays or collections. We can't execute numbers in for each loop. So this is nothing but for each loop, guys. So if you have any questions as of now, you can ask me. In for loop or for each loop or while or key, I mean break or continue keyword. So we have discussed about break, continue, for each loop and for loop, right? If you have any questions as of now, you can ask, guys. Jana, are you there? Jana is there, no? Okay, he left. Okay. Priyanka, Vijay, any questions?
No.
Okay. Now while loop. So here it is also used to execute a set of statements, but the syntax is different, guys. So here the syntax is different. Initialization we need to provide in the previous sprint. So initialization need to provide in the previous step. Later on, while loop we need to use. In the while loop we need to provide the condition. We need to provide the condition, and later on we need to use set of statements, and here you should use either increment or a decrement. Either increment or decrement, we need to use in the while loop only. We need to use in the while loop. Here loop only, in this particular loop only is control. In this particular loop only, you should add increment or decrement and the set of statements, each and everything you should write in the while loop only. In real time, we'll use iterators. Iterators is also nothing but it's like a loops only. Iterator is the interface, it is there in collections. So we'll use iterators and for each loop in real time. For loop will not use for loop, do while loop in real time, guys. For each loop and while loop we'll use in the real time. So while loop we'll discuss again and again and again in our coming classes, guys. So initialization we need to provide in the first step. Later on, condition we need to provide. Later on, increment and decrement. Let me copy everything and let me show you in the coding, guys. While loop, right? We need to initialize first of all. The initialization is done here. Int number equal to done here, and later on, what we need to use? We need to use while. So while integer, while see here, while number is less than, so number is greater than or equal to 0. So number is greater than or equal to 0. So what we need to do, we need to increment, right? So we need to print the respective value. So here, while number is greater than or equal to 0, are you able to observe, guys? While number is greater than 0. See here, our number is greater than 0, right? But 20 is greater than 0, right? So I need to print the particular number value. So here I need to print the number value here. Later on I am going to use a decrement value. So because I need to use the decrement value, because I need to print from 0 to from 20 to 0. From 20 to 0, let me comment this one and let me show you this. So let me show you run as a Java application. Are you able to see more? So it will print from 20 to 0. Are you able to see, guys? So here I'm taking the number and I'm verifying whether 20 is greater than or equal to 0. If it is greater than 0, I'm printing the number and I'm using decrement operator. And I'm using decrement operator here. Are you able to see, guys? Are you able to see or not? So here initialization is in one line, condition is in another line, and either decrement or increment in another line. So let me show you for another thing. So let me show you for another. So I have int I equal to 0. So I have int I equal to 0. Now I want to execute. So I value is less than or equal to 20. So less than or equal to 20. So here I am simply printing the I value, and later I am incrementing the I value. See here, my I value is 0 and it is 0 is less than 20. First of all, it will print 0. Later on 1. Later on 2, like that, it will print from 1 to 20 numbers. It will print from 1 to 20 numbers, and let me show you this. So debug as Java application. Let me delete this one, is not useful. Are you able to see, guys? Let me delete everything. So because we have already seen this. Are you able to see, ma? First of all, we have executed from 20 to 0. See here, ma, from 20 to 0 we have executed. Later on, from 0 to 20 we have executed. It's based on the condition, it's based on the code that you have provided in your while loop. So here, number greater than or equal to 0, yes, the condition is true, then only it will go to this for loop. It will go to this particular while loop, right? So for example, let me change the condition. Condition is less than or equal to 0. Why is the 20 is less than or equal to 0? No? Is 20 is less than or equal to 0? No, right? It is a false condition. It will not go to the while loop, guys. It will automatically move to line number 22. Let me show you. Huh? Are you able to see? Let me debug and let me show you. Are you able to see, ma? Did our compiler will go to while loop, guys? No, right? Our compiler will not go to while loop because the condition is false here, right? 20 is not less than or equal to 0. Our condition is false. That is the reason it is automatically moved to line number 22. And let me again show you. See here, what is the value of I? I value is 0. So 0 value is less than 20, right, ma? Are you able to see the value of I? What is the value of I here, ma? 0, right? 0 is
0.
less than or equal to 20. So 0 is less than or equal to 20. That is the reason it moved to while loop. So it entered to while loop. So that is the reason it is printing everything in the while loop. See, for the first while loop, so are you able to see any values in the first while loop? No, right? It is not printing anything. It is simply printing this line, right? Because here our condition is false. Understand, guys? Everything is based on condition. If the condition is false, it will never go to the block of statements. It will never go to the block of statements. It will continue the remaining lines. It will terminate the loop and it will continue the remaining lines. Same here, you can use. So you can use while loop to execute arrays as well. So here while, so here integer, so number equal to 0, integer number equal to 0, and here number is less than or equal to array dot length. Number is less than array dot length. So here I am printing integer array of, here we need to increase number up plus. So here integer array of number, because here we don't have I value, right? I value is a previous step. I am using number here. So our number is less than or equal to integer array dot length. We are printing the respective values and we are incrementing every time. Let me show you in the debug mode. So let me show you in the debug mode. The code will be changed. So based on the syntax, you need to improve your code. See here, so how many values we have in our array? So we have 11 values, right? And what is the number value, so it is 0. Integer array of 0. What is the value? 67, right? Like that it will print. See, 67. And what is the value next time? What is the number, See, 0. And here 34. And again 2. And here 27. So 3, 2, like that it will print each and every value from your while. Are you able to see 67, 34, 2, 67, 3, 4, 2, 34, 1, 1 to 78. So it will execute like that.
Yes.
So it will execute from 67 to 78. Are you able to see, guys? So the final one is do while loop. The final one is do while loop. It is not important in real time because we'll not use do while loop in real time. So do while loop is only for interview purpose for 1 to 2 years people. So because there is a trick here in the do while loop, so there is little bit different when compared to while loop. Do while loop is a little bit different. So do while loop. Yes. So the next one is do while loop. Same do while loop is also used to execute a set of statements, to iterate set of statements. But the difference between do while loop and the remaining loop is, so here it will not verify the condition. It will not verify the condition. It will not verify the condition for first iteration. For first iteration. It will not verify the condition for the first iteration. Let me add for the first iteration. So what it will do? It will execute the set of statements for the first iteration. Later on, it will verify the condition. It will not verify the condition for first iteration. It will execute. It will execute the block of code. It will execute the block of code. Then for the first iteration, then it will verify the condition. Then it will verify the condition. If the condition is satisfied, means if the condition is true, the condition is true, it will execute the block of statements. It will execute the block of statements. Otherwise, it will terminate the loop. Otherwise, it will terminate the loop. So otherwise, it will terminate the loop. So are you able to understand? For the first time, for the first iteration, it will not verify the condition. It will execute the statements if the condition is false as well. Later on, it will verify. Later on, it will verify the statements. Let me show you that one. So let me show you that one. So here, Control X and do. Here we should provide. Here we should provide the while. So let me create the class first of all, and let me show you do while loop. Here, initialization and condition. So initialization and condition. So here, initialization or do. Observe carefully, guys. Observe carefully. So here is our condition is true or false. Here our condition is true or false, guys. Is our condition is true or false? Is 20 less than 0? Priyanka Vijayalakshmi, is our 20 is our number. 20 is less than 0. Are you there, guys?
No, ma'am.
No, right? But it will print 20 number. It will print 20 number. Later on, it will verify the number with the condition. Let me show you guys debug as Java application. See, it will not verify the condition for the first step. See, it will not verify the condition. See, ma? It will print the 20. Later on, it will verify the condition. Later on, it will verify the condition. It's not equal to 0. That is the reason it moved to next line. Are you able to see, guys? So it moved to next line. Are you able to see? It will print the first value. Even the condition is false, it will print the first value. It will iterate the first execute. It will execute the first iteration. Later on, it will verify the condition. If the condition is true, it will execute the remaining lines. Otherwise, it will terminate the loop. Otherwise, it will terminate the loop. Let me add this one. Do here and here while loop. Do here and here while loop. And here also same. Control X, here do and here while. So here while. The syntax only different. Remaining everything is same, guys. Only the syntax is different. The main difference between for each and while and do while is for each and while loop will depend on the conditions. If the condition is true, then only it will go to the block of statements. But do while will not verify the condition first. It will execute the statements for the first iteration. Then it will verify the condition. If the condition is true, it will execute again and again until the condition is satisfied. Otherwise, it will terminate the loop. Otherwise, it will terminate the loop. See here, run as Java application. See, for the first time, it is executing 20. Even our condition is false, but it executed the first iteration. This is the only difference between do and remaining other loops. And you can use do while, for, and for each as your wish. You can use any loop, but in real time, don't use do while loop, guys, because if our condition is not satisfied, then how can we execute all the code, right? So this is a failure one. So you don't use do while loop in the real time. Mostly we use for each loop and while loops only in our real time base. In our real time. Understand? Are you able to understand, guys? Understand or not, ma'am? Do you want me to repeat, Priyanka, Vijaya, Janardhan? Yes. So all loops is used to execute a block of statements, but for loop we can use for numbers, arrays and collections. For each loop you use for arrays and collections, while numbers, arrays and collections, and do while also numbers, arrays and collections. For loop is slower when compared to for each loop, and while loop is a little bit faster when compared to everything, but so that the code is a little bit different. Only the coding is different, guys. And when compared to do while, for the first iteration, it will not verify the condition, it will print the set of statements. And after executing the first iteration, it will verify the condition. If the condition is true, it will execute the remaining lines in the do while loop. Otherwise, it will terminate, not execute, it will terminate the loop automatically. So that is the only difference. So if you have any questions, you can ask this. Any questions you have on the loops, ma? Anybody? Janardhan, Priyanka, Vijayalakshmi? Any questions?
No, ma'am.
Okay. If you don't have any questions, so we'll wrap up the call for today. And we'll see you on Monday, same time with the OOPS concept. Don't miss tomorrow, like Monday's class, guys.
మేడం మీరు వర్డ్ డాక్యుమెంట్ నోట్స్ ప్రొవైడ్ చేస్తున్నాం అన్నారు కదా డ్రైవ్ లో ఎక్కడ
అన్ని ప్రొవైడ్ చేస్తాను, నాకు యాక్సెస్ రాలేదు ఇంకా. సో ఇఫ్ దే ప్రొవైడ్ యాక్సెస్ ఐ విల్ యాడ్. సో బికాస్ ఐ వెయిటింగ్ ఫర్ ద యాక్సెస్.
ఓకే ఓకే.
I think maybe today they will provide the access, ma. It will take some time, that's it. So if they provide access today, I'll upload all entire classes from Monday to today, ma. So prati okkati update chestanu, data types, variables, arrays, strings, everything I will upload, ma. If conditions, everything I will upload till today's class, okay?
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, no issues. Any more questions? Okay then. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you for joining. We'll see you tomorrow, same time on Monday. Okay? Thank you.
Mm.
Thank you, guys. Bye.